Greetings, fabulous travel friends. This is Jennifer with JD's Fab Vacations, and I am going to come on today and discuss packing that personal item backpack for your trip. So first, here is our travel quote for today. Live with no excuses, travel with no regrets. And that's from Oscar Wilde. Okay, so I have talked about my favorite backpack before, and recently I went to a conference in Dallas, and I wanted to just pack very simply personal item only, so that I didn't have to worry about going to the carousel to get my bag or anything else. So I could have done a wheelie suitcase. I probably should have done a wheelie suitcase because not thinking going to a travel conference, of course you're going to be picking up brochures and all these things. And so thankfully I was gifted a backpack on the way home. So I had 2 backpacks to carry home instead of 1, but hey, it all worked out because this backpack that I have talked about before that I got on Amazon, I'm going to show you today because it is the best backpack ever. And so I'm going to kind of show you my packing things that I do and just how I packed the bag to be able to travel for 5 days in the backpack with no problem. So here we go. I'm going to try to step back a little bit because I know last time I did a video and showed things, it was hard to see because I was standing too close to the camera. So here we go. This is the backpack. I absolutely love this backpack. It is currently packed. It is awesome because you do have the hand carry strap this way, you have a hand carry strap this way, and you have the backpack. It is really heavy, just so you know, because I have it packed to the gills, but it does easily slide under the seat of the airline. So I am going to show you. I, of course, water bottle because I don't travel without a water bottle. That is just a stainless steel one that I will fill up once I get through security. So I'm going to unzip a couple of these just so that it's a little easier when I'm trying to show you what's in them. So I'm going to start with the outside. In this little slip pocket here, I always just put my wallet. It's easiest place for it. I put my ticket in there if I'm not using a digital ticket, and it just helps because I always know right where it's at. That's what I do going through security. Now, once I get through security, I do put it in a hidden pocket inside and not so easily accessible. But when I need to keep getting my ID out, that's where it goes. So in the next pocket back, this sunglasses. Then I do pack my tablet, whoops, some gum, obviously, gum, I think that's left over from the trip, and then my tablet and my keypad. There are other pockets I could put this in, but I knew I was going to be working on the plane, and so I wanted to be able to easily grab it out. And then I just have simple pens and marker and everything else in here. I always like to travel with a Sharpie and a highlighter because I just never know when I'm going to need it. And so there are other pockets up top here, but I didn't use them on this trip. So I am going to open this lovely beast up real quick and show you what is in it. And try not to tip it over because we all know that happens sometimes. And that would not be good. So inside, you can see there are 2 pockets. So this one zips. And what I stuck in this one was an extra Bag Ale packing cube. Wasn't sure if I would need it or not, but it's like super lightweight, and I just thought just in case. So then I have my vitamins that I slid in here. Super simple, super easy. One thing I love about this bag, as you can see, I opened it up like a suitcase, which I love. So I'm going to put it down for a second and just show you the first couple things that I have in here. I always bring snacks. So I was going to a travel conference, but I was not positive what the food situation was going to be. And frankly, I'm kind of a picky eater, so I wanted to make sure I had something to eat just in case what they were offering wasn't going to be something I was going to enjoy. But let me tell you, they did an amazing job with the food. So thrilled. And then my toiletries bag. So these little pouches I got at our local store. It's kind of like a Walmart, but it's called Meijer. They're around in a couple states, but not everywhere. But they were running them for $1. And I wasn't sure that I was going to like them because they're kind of plastic and I wasn't sure. But I love them. They qualify for the quart size. So all of my liquids, actually all of my toiletries are right in here. Because I am, again, like a pretty minimalist, not really minimalist, pretty simple packer because I'm not minimalist by any means. You're going to see that here in just a second. And then I have my bag with my portable charger, my plug-in-the-wall charger, and then my cords for my cell phone and my tablet. That had to go with me, of course. So I'm going to show you quick. There is so much space in this. Like, I don't know if you can see the depth of what is in there, but there is so much space. So obviously I did not have it full because I didn't feel like I needed to fill it up any further. But before I get into this packing cube, I do also have my handy dandy second pair of Chacos. Now, you can buy a shoe bag, honestly. You totally could. I just choose to grab a grocery store bag and I put my Chacos in that to keep my shoes off of my clothing. Meijer. So that works for me. If you want a fancy shoe bag, by all means get a fancy shoe bag. But this just seems to work easily for me. But I always pack a second pair of shoes. But I am a Chaco person and I wear them year round. So always have to have a second pair of Chacos. But this is the smaller Bag Ale compression cube. I was not sure I was going to be a compression cube person. Like, I know people talk about them all the time, and I just wasn't sure. But I think I've become a firm believer in the packing cubes because I just have to say it was so convenient on this trip to be able to just pack so simply in this. So I just undid the compression, and in this cube I have, my pajamas. So top, bottom pajamas. And I have a swimsuit, which I wasn't sure I was going to need a swimsuit, but I am so glad I took it because I did actually go swimming with the girls one night. And then I have extra unders because I just always like to take extra undergarments with me on a trip because you just never know when you're going to need them. Speaking of undergarments, so I will show you in a second, but I just have to talk to you about my favorite undergarment. I know it's kind of weird to talk about that, but if you've not heard of Ruby Ribbon, I just have to tell you, they are amazing. So they sell camis that are in place of your bra. They also sell what they call a demiette or a demi, and that's what I use is the demis, and I absolutely love them because they pack flat. They are supportive. If you need to wash it, you can wash it easily in the sink, hang it up, and it is going to be dry for you without long. It's going to be dried very quick. So absolutely love Ruby Ribbon. I do think that my friend Peggy will get on and she'll probably post a link to her Facebook group. So if you are interested in learning more about Ruby Ribbon and all that they have to offer, definitely hit up her link because she is awesome. She's amazing. I love Peggy. So this is my clothing that I packed for my trip. So there are, I believe, 5 days worth of clothing in here. This is the Bag Ale large compression cube. So I ordered in a set of 4. And then when I got home from my trip, I ordered in a set of 6 for my husband because I was like, oh, we are so going to use these on our trip because I really think that we could pack carry-on only, whoops, wrong zipper, on our trips because of these packing cubes. So super excited, as long as there was no weight limit because this is heavy because I have so much stuff packed in here. So I know you see videos a lot of times where people are packing their cubes, so I'm going to unpack my cube instead of pack the cube. But here we go. it's going to fold right in half, which is fine. We're going to do this as gently as we can. Okay, so I have 5 outfits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 on the side. They are all skirts with shorts that go underneath my skirts, chub rub, a tank top, a ruby ribbon, and underpants. So they all have that in there. They are all below the knee skirts. A couple are ankle length. So I am 5'10", around there, I think. I haven't measured myself in a long time, but around 5'10". At least I was when I was younger. I was 5'11", so I think I'm 5'10" now, old age. But, so they're not short little skirts. They are long skirts. So I'm going to lay this right here so that I can just show you one of these outfits. Here, I'll actually show you this one first. So this one is a long skirt. Goes all the way down to my ankles. Now it is thin material, lightweight. But you can do, there's so many different methods to do rolling and laying flat and stacking and there's so many different ways. I kind of just do a little mix of everything and I just kind of, okay, yeah, that looks good. So this one I kind of just triple folded and then folded the skirt around it. But like I said, it has all of my stuff in one. So there's my shorts for underneath the skirt, my unders, my top, and then my ruby ribbon. Simple, flat, packs amazing, it's great. The ruby ribbon stuff has like moisture wicking in it, so you do stay a little cooler when you're wearing them. They have different levels of support, all the stuff. So definitely love that. Every packet has that in it, except for this one. So this one, this skirt has a built-in shorts in it, so I didn't have to pack an extra shorts. But so the ruby ribbon does come in different colors. So I have my nice blue set here with, and this one's probably mid-calf skirt. So again, not super short skirts trying to squeeze into this little bag. I mean, this backpack and these Bag-L compression cubes pack a ton, and I'm thrilled with that because I'm trying to get better about not taking like the giant suitcase that weighs 55 pounds and then they tell me, oh, you're overweight. So I'm trying to get better about that. And so I think these packing cubes will not help me with my big suitcase because I will totally be overweight, but they will help me if I want to do carry-on only or personal item only. So outfit number 3, again, this is just below the knee, so it's a little bit shorter of a skirt, but I do have my shorts, my top, I'm going to drop my unders, then unders and another ruby ribbon. So that's number 3. Number 4, I did roll separately, individually, because I needed to be able to squeeze it on the side of the pack because it wasn't going to fit otherwise. So this one's just below the knee as well. And I have my ruby ribbon with it, a tank top that unrolled as I picked it up, another pair of shorts, and some unders. So totally can fit so much. Like, I am shocked at how much fits in this backpack. So again, all things. This one's mid-calf skirt. So if you are looking at wanting something to travel with that's easy to wash, lays flat, so you're not worried about messing up your undergarments while you're trying to pack them, that you can take just a couple with because you can easily wash them in the sink. Totally highly recommend Ruby Ribbon to you. If you are looking for awesome compression cubes that are cheap, seriously, they're not expensive at all. I was shocked because I always thought packing cubes were going to be like super expensive. They're not. So you can also just pack with it without the compression if you chose to do that, or you can compress it down. Whatever you think you need to do for your trip will totally be fine. But I feel like they're going to last. I do like this because it does have the mesh in the front, which again, I was down in Dallas, and so I was hot and sweaty and pretty kind of stinky by the time the trip was over. So I was kind of glad that there was some mesh to like air things out a little bit so it wasn't so gross. Now other people would say, oh, I wish I had the sealed ones, and they do make the sealed ones, not mesh in the front, but I just liked the simple mesh in the front. It does have a carry handle if you want. They're awesome as well. And then my favorite travel backpack ever. And I got so much stuff still falling out of this thing. This is just so packed. And it does, I don't know if I showed you, it does have luggage straps to like strap down your stuff. Again, I have always been more of a loose, just throw it in my bag packer, but I really think that I like the compression cubes. I do feel a little more organized. I do like my little cheap dollar Meyer bags that I use for different things. I'm totally dropping stuff off of my stool that I have here. That's okay, but I do like these. And they're convenient. And so like when I got on the plane, I just took one of these out and just stuck it beside me so that I could snack on the plane. Now, I did have other snacks that went down with me. This just happened to be what I had at my house because I do typically pack a trail mix with me when I go. And so I had other stuff, but this was just for visual purposes. Although it does look kind of good today. I get that I'm hungry. So, yes. All right. That was so long-winded, so much information, and I'm sorry about that. I love talking packing items and ways to pack more efficiently. So, thank you all. If you made it all the way to the end of this, you guys are awesome. And I will have my friend Peggy link her Ruby Ribbon information in the comments. Hopefully that'll work. And yeah, I will end this video with my scripture verse for today, and that is, and they will fight you, but they will not defeat you. And that is from Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 19. Definitely, like, go out, have a fantastic day, live life to the fullest. Don't be afraid to take the trip. Don't be afraid to step up and do something wild and crazy. So I thank you all for being here. And I don't think I've ever done this long of a video, and I'm freaking out right now. But that's okay, because it was one take, and I am happy with that. So talk to y'all later. Bye.